Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Sooners will kick this away to get us going. And the return starts from inside the 20. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
On first and 10, looking to throw, and he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. He's swarmed by the defense.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Snags the quick throw. The first down pickup tackle at the 45.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll start with a run that goes nowhere, battling this defense and the crowd noise.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That is a huge play. Finally brought down in the 46-yard line.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. A quick juke. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. And he'll set up to throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
We're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's intercepted.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And he drops back in the gun. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Looking for his big tight end, but it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A change of direction. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Ball handed off. The Sooners are going to keep this drive rolling.
Gain of 3. 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Minnesota, LSU, 7, Oklahoma, 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good.
The kick is good. Next time again.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your LSU Tigers will take over. First and 7.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the football. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
9 on the play.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Close to the tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's swarmed by the defense. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Sooners come up to the line in a hurry-up. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's a quick grab.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
The backs got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on their play.
Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
The sure hands. It's Harris. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating at those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Close to the tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also
lofting it toward the left sideline. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Pressure is coming. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And he pulls in the catch. Just trucks through the defender. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the defense. It's a live ball. Could be a 2-point return here. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught over the middle. It's Law. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there, but, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll run it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Hey, really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
With the carry, it's the running back. Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Proctor. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Grab down the middle. It's Law. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Sooners will line up here on 1st down and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. And the quarterback dropping back. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass caught. Can he get in? Fighting toward the goal line, but he's not going to make it. The defense stops him short. A turnover on downs. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive? Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. I mean, everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
He'll try to throw it again, backed up on 3rd and long. Complete with the running back, but can he get there?
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return.
Take over. 1st and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the Sooners are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on 1st down. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So, Chris, they try to throw it on 1st and goal. Now they try to run it in and get pounded at the line of scrimmage. What will they go with here on 3rd down to try to get it into the end zone?
Needing a score badly, likely 4 down territory. Here comes 3rd and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Catch is made down the middle. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I can't believe they threw the football. I think the defense is surprised as well. Looked like they had everybody up near the line of scrimmage to just stop the run because they thought they might take the easy way out. Instead, they show confidence in the quarterback. They throw the football, and my gosh, does it pay off. 99 yards for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Past the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 33, Oklahoma 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And bulldozing his way through. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Tackle on the play at the 31-yard line. And that's gain up.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the runner takes off to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Running back has it on the screen now. Great move there. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's long. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. On the run here, lets it go. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it go. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's brought down there. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense facing second and goal.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And they've got him. It's a sack as they come up empty on fourth and goal.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. Third down coming up.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 11 on to punt it away.
And he takes it at the 40. And the returner will be brought down.
Down at the 40. And the Oklahoma offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. 2nd and 10 here.
3:25.
Quarterback drops back, trying to extend the play. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.